What's going on, Metal Freaks? This is Brandon B. Mac McCarthy for Center Stage Magazine, coming to you live from the Slide Bar Rock and Roll Kitchen in lovely Fullerton, California. I just witnessed a rocked out show where I saw one of my best groups out there, Beneath the Buried, being the opening act for this stellar group who I had the pleasure of meeting for the first time, and they agreed to do an interview. I'm talking about the sensational I Set to Kill, and we're going to be talking to the main girls, the Rodriguez girls, Anissa and Alexia. Hi, girls.
Hello. Hello.
All right, really quick, why don't you tell who's who and what you do in the band?
I'm Anissa, and I play bass in the band. I'm Alexia, and I play guitar and sing.
That's cool. That's cool. Now, Alexia, I was reading up on the origin of the name I Set to Kill, and it said you took it from a poem that you wrote. What was that one line that made you think that's a great name for a band?
Well, the poem was about a criminal whose eyes were set to kill, and when I wrote that, I thought it was like a cool way of saying, or representing how driven we were.
It does really sound like a real cool metal name. It's like, get you out there, be like, in your face.
Not saying we're gonna kill anyone, but...
Well, I would hope not.
It's just a metaphor for now.
Well, I would hope it would be a metaphor. Otherwise, it'd be an awkward interview, that's for sure. Now, you girls played excellent up there.
Thank you.
You guys are really stellar musicians. Now, did you girls always know, like, what instrument you wanted to play, or did you always kind of flip-flop to find out which works for you?
I think we kind of, we both kind of knew what we wanted to play. Yeah. And it always made sense for...
Water accident.
It always made sense for her to be playing bass and me guitar, because with her in life, I feel like she's just like, even since she was a little girl, she would play with toys really rough. I'm always really aggressive with things. Yeah, everything I do breaks things. And I think maybe that's the reason why I play bass, because I like to play hard, and it's kind of one of those instruments, like in the music that we play, you kind of just gotta play aggressively with, especially with our music. I don't know.
I know exactly what you mean. Being an amateur bass player myself, I love to play aggressive when I play. Hey, now, who decided who was going to sing in the band? Did you always know Alexia was going to be you? Well,
I never, when we first started, we had our friend singing, and I was too scared to sing. She's very shy. Yeah. So,
from what I saw, I don't see any shyness up there.
Yeah. It's almost like Alexia, is just like a different person on stage, because she's very shy, but she comes out, and she really comes out of her comfort zone and just turns into this crazy person in a good way.
To me, you sound like Joan Jett on steroids.
Yeah. I guess it's a compliment.
Oh, that is a compliment, because I'm a huge fan of Joan Jett. And now that I saw you, I'm a huge fan of yours now. Now, you guys actually treated the audience, and myself included, to a brand new song, Break, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is coming off the new record. Mm-hmm. And why don't you tell us a little bit about the song, where it came from?
Well, we have a lot of industry people telling us what's right and how to be, and what they like of us and what they hate of us. And I feel like the song is just about going crazy and feeling like you're just about to burst, because you're trying not to talk shit back to these people or talk crap.
You know what? We're uncensored. It's fine. You can say shit if you want. Yeah, but that's pretty cool, because in the industry today, you got a lot of people out there, like you said, telling you what to play or what songs are good. It's like, well, wait a minute. These girls are musicians. They're not Selena Gomez. They don't just say, yeah, we'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, we feel like our whole lives as being musicians, people are always trying to steer us into different directions, and we kind of listen, because we're like, oh, well, maybe it's good advice, but in the end, it never ended up working out, So
because ultimately it's up to you girls.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like that. I like musicians sticking up for their rights.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about this new upcoming record? What's the process been like so far?
Well, we started writing since last year, around March, I feel like, and it's been a really long process. We just started recording in November,
We just finished recording like a week ago.
Yeah.
But we've been working on the album forever. But it's awesome because this is like, we've had so much time to actually really focus on it.
And dig into the songs.
Yeah.
Too.
What's going to be different about this record from the previous one, Mask, which just was, I got to hear a little bit of it, and I was blown away by the sound, the style, and everything. What's going to be different?
Well, a lot.
Well, I feel
I
like
put him on the spot.
I feel like for the main thing that's different is we've always had a screamer, and after the last album we parted ways with ours, and I kind of took over a lot of the stuff live instead of having him, running around across stage screaming. I had to figure out a way to sing those parts, and I feel like I kind of found my rougher voice by trying to do that. So I think people will see a difference in my vocals. And what else do you think is different?
I don't know, everything. It's just going to be a really new, refreshing album for Ice to Kill.
I feel like it's more on the alternative side
Yeah.
than the metal side too.
That's pretty awesome. And this is with Century Media, like the last record, right?
Uh-huh.
What's that been like being with that label? Because they have helped put out some really good stuff, from a bunch of babies to other artists.
Can we skip that question?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, back to musicianship really quick. Who would you say was your biggest influences growing up?
I think for me, Eddie Breckenridge from Thrice. I don't know if you heard of that band, but Thrice is like a band that I feel like influenced actually all of us a lot.
Yeah.
But like I really liked his bass playing, and like they were like one of my first live shows I ever went to go watch, and I was like, that guy is awesome. I like his sound. I love all their like. I want to do that. I want to do exactly what they're doing on stage, and I think that's the one influence for me.
Thirst is one for me too. Tuppy, the guitarist, and then Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Love Kurt Cobain.
Yes.
When I write songs, whenever I do it in my spare time, I always try to write like, how would he write it, basically? Because I always thought I could get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And for those of you who don't know, Thrice is a Christian punk rock band. And actually, one of my best friends is a huge fan of them.
Oh,
So,
cool. They're writing a new album right now.
I heard about that.
They're recording a new album right now. I'm stoked.
Cool. And that's actually, I'll be honest, that's actually an influence I did not really see coming. Because I thought you'd be like, oh, we're into like the big time metal chicks or whatever.
No, not at all.
No.
Yeah. You always learn something new from artists. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, I really want to ask you a quick question about Revolver magazine. You girls have been part of the 25 or 20 hottest chicks of metal, like
Yeah.
2 years, right? Mm-hmm. Is there any? Can you tell us if you guys are going to be part of the new issue this year, or can you not go into it?
I'm not sure
I
actually.
don't think we know yet.
Possibly. I don't know.
Well, the reason I ask is because usually it comes out between January and February, and I just
Yeah.
wondered if you got the word on it.
Well,
I don't know. Really
anytime we got in there, we were just like, oh, we are? Okay, cool.
don't. Yeah.
Because I will be honest, you girls are gorgeous.
Thank you.
You kick ass on stage.
Thank you.
You command it, and the audiences just love you. And I love that about female rock and rollers. They don't just depend on their looks. You depend on your musicianship. You show people, hey, we're up here. We can play. So more power to you, girls.
Yeah.
Say
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Means a lot.
I think we got time for a couple more questions.
Okay.
What do you guys? How do you guys see 2016 playing out for you? Like, what are the major plans going on?
Getting our new album out first and foremost, and then also just continue touring. We're doing a 2-month tour March and April with One Night Doll. So that's another thing that we have, and just continue touring and getting our album out. I guess is all we're focusing on for this year.
Do you got a release date in mind for the new album, and a name anyway?
Not yet, but soon. Just keep your eyes peeled and your ears.
Glued to the radio.
Yes, or to our social media.
You got a name picked out yet? Like any working titles?
I don't think we can say yet.
Okay, that's cool. And last question, I always ask my interviewers is because I always feel it's important. Beatles or the Rolling Stones?
I was just thinking that today about that question for some reason. I was listening to the Beatles actually on our way to Fullerton, and I would pick the Beatles. Sorry.
Beatles.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I picked the Rolling Stones only because they've been out a lot longer. I love the rougher stuff that they do, and
Yeah.
Keith Richards just creates some of the best rhythms out there. But I love the
I
Beatles.
just
That's
love
always
the harmonizing with the Beatles.
I agree.
exactly. I mean, I
And
love
I
the Beatles.
love that
too, yeah.
Ringo Starr isn't good at all, but like
Oh, he was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a soloist, so I don't know if he's not good.
he's not a good drummer. He's not the best drummer in the Beatles, so
Well, let's put it this way: he's influenced a lot of people with his simple style.
Yeah.
So you can't say he's simple, but he knows how he made it work.
yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, Anissa, Alexia, thank you very much for taking some time off to talk to me. I've been talking to the front women of I Set to Kill. Be sure to look out for their new record, which should be coming out very soon this year, and be sure to catch them when they come to your city. And I'll definitely be looking forward to seeing you girls in the future. And,
Yes.
all right. Well, thank you very much, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed the interview. And I will catch you on the flip side. Rock and roll, baby.